This is much more comfortable for me. Viking, what's up? Ball family, what's up? So yeah, that laptop was a good experiment, but just don't know if I'm ever going to go back to the. And just like that, we're back. So yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the laptop ever again. I definitely had to try it out at least once, so it was a good experience. But now I feel very comfortable. So yep, we're back to selfie mode. Well, that won't be me, because I no longer can type in the chat. Jensen, what up? All good. I was live streaming on my laptop, and I don't know, kind of an L. And thank you for the like. I feel way more comfortable live streaming on the cell phone. Sophie, what's up? The table does wobble a little bit. Thank you for the like. Nice, Bull family. You're getting very close. Thanks, Wheels. So yeah, I feel like the phone is just superior to the laptop, especially the laptop I currently have. Thank you for the like. We are 7 likes away from double digits. I felt so like out of control on the laptop. Now I feel more in control. Yo, Alexander, what's up? I think so. It's going to be exciting, Bull family. Have you decided what you're going to live stream? Ransom, what's up? Nice. I absolutely love that you know the day streak. You are 1 day away from double digits. So Connect 4 was very good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to this Friday. Friday's going to be a little tricky for me. I may live stream only for like 30 minutes or an hour on Friday. Nice, Sophie. Friday I have my holiday party for work, and they want to start the party kind of early. So I only have like 1 hour gap in between working and the party. All good, Jensen. Yo, Joe, what up? I do remember, but I do forget names very often. So if your name isn't Joel, just remind me. Helps me remember. All good, Sophie. Thank you for hanging out. So yeah, I'm always kind of planning ahead. Friday is going to be a little difficult. Tomorrow, I may not be able to live stream until like later in the day. All good, nothing to be sorry about. And you have the #1 top ranked fan. So that definitely proves your support. Muhammad, what up? Tomorrow, I may have to live stream a little later than usual. It wouldn't be too late, but it'd just be a little later. Then Thursday, I'm going to be playing basketball. So that may have to be an earlier live stream. And that will probably be in the car, probably with some sort of meal. And I can't think that far ahead to Saturday and Sunday, but I should be free all day Saturday and Sunday. You mean between 4 and 12 a.m.? So yes, tomorrow will probably be around like 9 o'clock. And then Thursday will be around 4 o'clock. Christina, what's up? So you know what? I actually Googled today how to play Roblox. So I'm actually getting closer and closer to actually thinking about playing Roblox. So I do not play Roblox, and I said I probably will never play Roblox, but I have been thinking about it, and I have been researching it. So there is a possibility I may play. Amy, what's up? Thank you. We were just live streaming from the laptop, which kind of ended up being an L. The phone is definitely better. So I was live streaming there for about 25 minutes. And now this live stream has been on for 10 minutes and 20, 10 minutes and 30, 10 minutes and 20, 10 minutes and 34 seconds. Noah. The inspiration for my name came from a video. If you look it up on YouTube, type in air up there. You don't even have to type in air up there, but type in 720 dunk, and it's a dunker from N1. He's my favorite dunker of all time. And he performed a 720 dunk, and he was chanting what they know. So that's where it kind of all, that's like where it rooted from, where it started from. And now it's kind of just a, like a mantra. You know, what they know, what they know. It's somewhat of a, it's somewhat of a, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you can't really always listen to the outside noise. Sometimes you have to, you know, really think for yourself. Anyone who has ever done anything great has always been doubted. So I feel like a lot of people doubt me. So I'm kind of like trying to, it's not prove people wrong, it's proving yourself right. So I do have 2 rules on the live stream. Don't make me speak politics, and don't make me do math. Right on, Wheels. I can't say I know Spanish, but I do understand it somewhat. I wouldn't be able to speak it. I took classes in high school how to speak Spanish. So I know like enough to where I could probably, you know, say, how are you doing? How's your day? Very simple phrases and sentences. Like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien? Pretty much. I definitely can understand Italian way better than I can understand Spanish, but I can't speak it. So Noah, that's a great description of exactly what I feel like. Yes, I can understand it, but I can't speak it. Did you watch the Ball family? Did you watch the video? Nice. Pretty cool, right? I think that dunk was, I don't know, it might have been like 17 years ago or something. Enzo, what up? What's going on? Well, nice, Noah. Is Spanish your first language? Len, what's up? I'm doing very well. I was just live streaming from my laptop, and it wasn't so great. I didn't really feel comfortable enough. Ooh, I'm eating like hot snacks and sour drinks. I am good. Thank you for asking. I'm eating like hot snacks and sour drinks. I even have sour candy. These are great. I have some Doritos. Classic. Zayndir, what up? I'm going to say Zay, though. Yeah, you're right, Wheels. It probably wasn't exactly a 720, but no one's ever done a 540, I don't think. So state your name if you would like a shout out. It helps me remember names. So is it Mercedes? Jacob? Yo, Aiden, what up? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get well soon. Yo, Kraken, what up? Nice, Len. What do you got planned tomorrow? Shout out Aiden. So I'm probably going to repeat myself a lot. But I was just live streaming on the laptop, which wasn't really that great. Shout out Benny. So I went from the laptop to the cell phone, which I feel way more comfortable. That will be... So Noah, do you have... I do have a list here. Blue Bunny. Great ice cream. So Noah, would you like to be a mod in 2026? Is that what you're asking? Because I will be giving out mods on January 1st of 2026. I have about 14, and I'm looking to get about 25. Nice, Len. Awesome. So I will write your name down. Mods are moderators that have the capability of putting people in timeout and deleting messages. Sure. You just have to be patient and wait till January 1st of 2026. You don't have to show up that exact day, but I'm not going to give out any out before 2026. And if I do make you a mod, you just can't get offended if I ever take it away. Because I don't want, I guess it's not a bad thing, but I don't know if I want every person in the chat. And if you're in the chat, you're part of the crew. In the chat, being a mod at the same time. I don't know if that really makes much sense. So you really don't have to do anything. You just have to ask. And when you do have the ability to be a mod, you just have to be appropriate. Yes, 2025 did go very quickly. I did notice. Sure, Enzo, I will write your name down. See? Nice, Ball family. Get that 50. Yo, hi. I want to say your handle, but I won't. Isaiah, what up? What's good? Danny, what up? Caden, what's up? What have I done today? I'm always productive every day. Not necessarily as productive as I would like, but you know, basically out here just trying to make $1. All good, Viking. Noah, that's very nice of you to say. So right now I'm just having some snacks. We have some hot peanuts, twin snakes, and I have ooh, it's really getting to me. I have these sour drinks, extra sour. Some hot Doritos, and this here. The cupboard. So it's kind of just my my family's decorations. I do have something cool to show. I would have to go get it though. I don't know if I want to get it right now. It's like my name written in different colors. I don't know how to explain it. So the doors, I believe, are just cups. See? Just some random glass cups and like teacups and things like that. Yeah, nothing too mysterious. Well, thank you, Isaiah. No Connect 4 today, no Connect 4 tomorrow. So I will be live streaming Friday, but it would probably be somewhat brief. I would like to play Connect 4 on Friday, but I don't think I have enough time. So I'm trying to plan all of this out. Well, thank you, Isaiah. That means a lot to me. Chris, what up? So maybe it all works out that I maybe don't live stream that much on Friday. Yo, Vivian, what's up? How are you? Nice, Kraken. What type of ice cream? So I have these like heat peanuts. They're like hot peanuts. Twin snakes. Nice, I'm happy to hear. I have these extra sour Powerades, peach and cherry. So I think the peach is better than the cherry, but they're both pretty good. They're really sour, at least the cherry is. All good, Enzo. Peace. They are good. But typically like Powerade and Gatorades, I don't know. They should be easier to drink. These aren't that easy to drink. Yo, Panda, what's good? I do know basketball. Would you like to quiz me? I love talking trivia, and I love being quizzed. I'm probably going to be watching the Knicks game, which starts in 13 minutes. So I may move over to the couch, and we can chat, and I could give a live reaction to the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Yo, what's good? You love Pearson? I like her content. It's very good. So I don't like to do math on live stream. It's kind of one of my rules. You can quiz me about math, but I don't know. Ask me. I'm not going to say no. Runner, what's good? My favorite team is the New York Knicks because I live in the state of New York. So that is the team I follow and my favorite team basically my whole life. So they will be playing tonight in Toronto. And they start in about 10 minutes. Of course, Vivian. I'm not sure if I will be able to answer them, but absolutely. Nice, Runner. What do you think about the team this year? I feel like they're missing a few pieces. You put cracking in timeout. What's up? Absolutely. They were timed out for 60 seconds, so they should already be out of timeout. So they definitely should be out of timeout already. I was scrolling through live streams on YouTube before, and talk about the opposite of inspiration. Heat nuts, yes. So yeah, I was scrolling through live streams before on YouTube, and every live stream was like worse than the next. It really made me think about quitting and maybe stopping. I don't know. I thought I was going to be inspired, but it was almost like the complete opposite. Thank you for the like. We are 5 likes away from 20. Yeah, I really don't understand. I mean, I guess I do understand. Weird definitely works on the internet, but I don't know, how long can you attract an audience by being weird? Yes, Runner, I definitely understand. Well, thank you, Kraken. Comments like that will definitely keep me going. Well, continuing. So yeah, I love to live stream, and I absolutely love YouTube. So I don't see myself ever quitting. And I don't want to be one of those YouTubers, I can't even call myself a YouTuber, but I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that post I'm quitting when they know they're never actually quitting. They're just looking for attention. So yeah, the channel may take a while to grow, but at least we'll be normal, or somewhat normal. We'll never be 100% normal, but thank you for the like. We are 4 likes away from 20. Yo, Brody, what's up? I will be watching the game. The game starts in about 7 minutes. So right now I'm just hanging out in my home. No one's really around. Which bad arm? I did potentially break my finger, if that's what you're referencing. I do. We're technically on the road to 4,000. And then soon we'll be on the road to 5,000. Well, thank you, Isaiah. I do not have TikTok. Right now, I am not on any platform except YouTube. No TikTok, no Instagram, no Snapchat. I used to have Facebook, but I deactivated it maybe 2 years ago. Sebastian, what up? Owen, what's good? How are you? So yeah, I'm just eating some snacks, some candy. I do. So I'm thinking I have these like extra sour Powerades. So I tried both already. I forgot what I said, Vivian. Can you remind me? Ask me any question. Oh no. So I would have to get a cup for that. But of course, oh, so on Facebook, you can like deactivate your account. So I did have a Facebook from the age of 17 to about like 30 something. So I had Facebook for a long time, but I deactivated it, which means it does technically exist if I activate it. But I don't use any other platform. I know, Runner, right? I'm trying to remember names and not handles because I always usually remember handles. Well, thank you, Owen. And Isaiah, if you got to go, peace. Yo, Chris, what up? I do remember your name because we've hung out a bunch of times. Plus, at the very end of your handle, it says Owen, so it helps me remember. Owen, do you play any sports? It says X Gamer. Do you do any sort of like motocross or skateboarding? It has been a minute. Nice. Volleyball? I almost played volleyball. I had to fight gambling. So I don't gamble really at all. I will, but I don't. Uh, so Artie Lang used to have this quote that said, "It is not a problem until all the money is gone." But I don't know if that quote applies to this. Nice, Owen. Nice, Kraken. I can't really see what it is. It's a little small on my screen, but it looks very nice. Is it a sky? It is 8:30 p.m. for me right now. So I probably will make my way over to the living room and we'll chat while I react to the basketball game. Well, thank you, Len. Nice, the aquarium. I think I've only been to the aquarium once in my life. Nice. So I went to a wedding last year that took place at an aquarium, and we had something called the Shark Tunnel. So we walked like this bridge, and a bunch of sharks were just like, just like a foot away from me. It was crazy. That's good, Owen. I definitely suggest playing as many sports as possible, but you do want to also spend time kind of focusing on one at the same time. But the more sports you play, the more diverse you'll be. You did spell it wrong, but I don't know if I can spell it myself, but it's definitely AQU, that's for sure. When I was in school and we would have spelling tests, I would I'm very good at like memorizing, so I would memorize the words. I would never actually learn how to spell the words. Well, I could definitely help you out. There are many rules in basketball, but I have a lot of experience, so I can definitely help you out. Any question in particular? Nice. So you see the snacks? I think we're going to move over to the couch. All right, Owen. A travel means many things. So if you're holding the ball and you jump up in the air without shooting or passing and you come down with the ball, that's an up and down, which is a travel. If you pick up the ball and take 3 steps, that's a travel. And if you take the ball and dribble like this more than once, that's a travel. That's a double dribble. So there's up and down, double dribble, and then just a walk, which is a travel. So there's 3 types of travels. Shane, what up? I got a bunch of snacks. I kind of tried most of them already. So we're gonna make our way to the couch. There's always a possibility of the live stream crashing, but let's hope not. Nice, Ball family. I definitely gotta check them out. All right, this doesn't seem so bad. Ball family, if you would like to, I don't know, if you take some of my popular videos, you can edit them and then possibly get the last 13 subscribers you need. So a Euro step, it's not really like a real thing, Euro step, but it's more like, so when you take a layup, you go up to the basket off. It's like you take 2 steps to the basket, but you kind of take 1 step in one direction and then 1 step in the other direction. So it's taking a layup while having 2 steps, but you're stepping in different directions. Shane, so we were just live streaming off my laptop, which I tried for the first time. And then I bought some snacks. But I'm not streaming off the laptop now. I switched over to the phone, which I feel much more comfortable. So now we're just going to chat while I watch the Knicks game. I could give some sort of like live reaction. And I'm always down for Q&As. So if anyone has any questions. So I wish I could live stream the game, but I'm pretty sure we would get kicked off of YouTube if I live streamed the game. I could announce a little bit of it, but my voice really isn't prepared to announce the whole game. So we got snacks. We got Knicks. So we're chilling. Maybe this might be better though. All good, Shane. So Wheels, I didn't mix the drinks. I may do that. Maybe I might do that later. Corel, what up? The snacks currently are Buffalo and Ranch Doritos. Still working on the peanuts. Twin Snakes and Butterfinger. But Wheels, one of the greatest advice I could give you is to take Gatorades, 2 separate color Gatorades, and mix them together. It's incredible. I was muted, yes. Can you hear me? Awesome. So I had to answer a phone call. So that's what happens when I answer a phone call, I guess. And thank you for the like. We have 20 likes. Alexander, what up? Yo, gamers, what's up? So I have been thinking about what I can do on other live streams. And I was thinking maybe trick shots. I just don't know how I can perform trick shots. Yes, my name is Benny, Benny. So I don't think I can do basketball trick shots anytime soon. It's just too cold outside. Well, thank you, Kraken. And if your name isn't Kraken, just state your name. It definitely helps me remember. So I was thinking more. I was thinking more like like ping pong balls in solo cups, maybe. Some sort of like bouncing ping pong balls. So I do need a mini hoop. I just don't know if they make mini hoops that don't go on door frames. I think only mini hoops go on door frames. I'm not really sure. Yo, Crazy, what up? Well, shout out Max. Maximilian, shout out. They do? Is it safe to put on the wall? That may be worth it. Because if I could get a hoop on the wall, that could be pretty interesting for live streaming. Kirill. Is that your name, Kirill? So just state your name if you would like for me to remember. It definitely helps me remember. Indoor setup would be cool. Sigh. All right. So I'm really not talking about anything. I'm just reading off the chat. So I kind of bounce ideas off the chat. And if you're in the chat, you're part of the crew. So anyone can start a topic, a conversation, and we can hold that conversation. I try to live stream every single day. So some days we'll play games. Some days you can watch me play video games. Some days I'll just be chatting. All right, so I definitely will try to remember, and I will call you Sai. So right now I'm not eating the chips. I'm still eating the peanuts. I do not play Roblox. I get asked that question every single live stream, and I usually say I probably will never play Roblox. But I did search today how to play Roblox. So I'm getting closer and closer to possibly playing Roblox. But I don't think I'll ever live stream Roblox. Mario Kart? I don't have, I guess I do have Mario Kart technically. I have the first Mario Kart, which is called Super Mario Kart. Nice, Alexander. Vivian, what up? Alexander, have you ever played basketball before? Well, nice. It's good to have some experience. Organized basketball is much different than just playing pickup basketball. Right now, I'm watching television. I'm watching the New York Knicks game. All right, well, I'll try to remember Max. But if I do call you Kraken, that's only because I may have forgotten Max. So right now, I'm just having some snacks, watching the basketball game, and just chatting. Nice, Vivian. Do you like basketball or volleyball more? Well, thank you, Crazy. State your name if you would like a shout out. Good answer. Both? What other sports? Your real name? The Celtics? Wow. I do not play Minecraft. And we will not play Connect 4 tonight. I do watch football. I just don't really pay much attention to it, so I really don't care so much about football. I watch lots of basketball and lots of baseball. Nice, Vivian. What kind of test? A joke? I really don't know any jokes. I was thinking it might be funny if I did like a stand-up, like comedy type of night for live stream one day. The Jaguars, nice. And the Lakers? Of course, I. The beard is just long. It's not really in my mouth. A yes and no answer? Oh, the peanuts? Uh, let's give it like a 5.3 out of 10. Sai, no. I am not lying, but whatever you hear and whatever you see on the internet, do not believe. Ace, what up? How's it going? So I've never heard of that ball family. Upload failed? All right, Max, sounds good. Bowling? Nice. Peace. All good. It was for 60 seconds, so they should be at a timeout by now. So let's try the twin snakes. So with the twin snakes, you have these two snakes that are conjoined. I am 35. So you have cherry orange, apple lemon, and blueberry black currant. So the purple is the best, and they usually always give you that. They usually always don't give you enough of the purple. Evelyn, what's up? Sai, so I will have to decide on some sort of like, I don't want to call it like a meet and greet, but maybe some sort of like place where, like a Comic-Con type thing. Maybe I could get like a booth at like a Comic-Con. So this is the blue and red. So it is sour and sweet. I would like to live together. The thing is, I didn't hit go live together before I started this live stream. So we can't do it on this live stream. Macy, what's up? Sure. Would you want to collab tomorrow? The thing is, I don't know what time I can go live stream. Is like 9 o'clock too late for you? PM. Right now, for me, it is 9:01 p.m. So if we collabed, it would be right around this time, maybe a little after. So you live stream together. So I don't really like asking people for personal information, but you would have to send me your email, and then I can send you a link via email. So you don't need a certain amount of followers. And Bull Family, I did see your question. So recently I've only been posting kind of like once a day, but I used to post multiple times a day. So I don't think that's a reason why. I would, as long as you promise to be nice and appropriate, and you may want to hide your identity. So I'm not sure if you would like to show your photo, because once you live stream, whatever the camera's on, you're going to be showing on the internet. All right, Evelyn, definitely let me know. Shane the Goat. So yes, Macy, if you would like to send your email, I will take a screenshot of the email. The thing is, when you send the email, you can't write Gmail at the end because for some reason it won't send. Yes, we can delete it as soon as you send it. I'll screenshot it and then delete it immediately. But it's only up to you. For some reason, you can only send it through text message, email, or a third-party app like Telegram. Thank you for the floating emojis. Evelyn, you're banned? Oh, so that's why it didn't work, right? Because we did try to collab before, and it said you weren't allowed to, right? I did not get it, Macy. You cannot send it with Gmail at the end. So I think it has to be a Gmail account, but you can't send it because, I don't know, YouTube doesn't allow you to send the actual, like, link. All right, Evelyn, thank you for being honest. The thing is, you're banned and you want to collab? Can you promise to be on your best behavior? Macy, it did not go through. Because if I can't send the code. I need to send the code, so I need the person's email. I mean, I guess technically you can email me and then I could email, then I'll have it. I guess that's what you mean, Ace, right? All right, Shane. Thanks for hanging out. Peace. Amelia, what's up? How are you? Yeah, Evelyn, it's very easy to get copyrighted. That's why I'm not showing the basketball game. Macy, it did not go through. I think you have to write it differently somehow. Like if you spaced out the words in different texts, it should work. Yes, with spaces. And do not write at gmail.com because then it won't send. No. We're just talking about anything, really. People are asking to collab, so you can collab now on live stream. So how about So I could always write down my email and show it. Sigh. Bye. Peace. Good night. I don't think she is. Yes, it is 9:10 p.m. at night right now. Well, nice. Shout out California. I've never been to California. The furthest west I've been is Las Vegas. Jiru, what's up? Vex? So I think you did ask me to say that once, ask me to call you that once before. I did forget though. Nice, Jiru. So Amelia, for Christmas break, probably just hanging out with family. I do try to live stream every single day, so I probably will be live streaming Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I'm just not sure for how long each live stream will be. I am. I don't know the exact number though. I should just try to like write it down now. Christmas Day pies? Talking about spicy chips. I got some blazing buffalo and ranch, but they're not that spicy. And I have some sour, extra sour Powerade. So yes, I think Cool Ranch probably is my. I don't know what my favorite Doritos are. I think it's the Golden Sriracha. Vex, peace. Nice, Jiru. So yeah, I'm always trying to figure out kind of like the I guess you could call it the algorithm. You can't really like break the algorithm or whatever. But there is ways of kind of like working with the algorithm. Yeah, Jiru, it's kind of like a timing thing. So you probably posted it on the right day at the right time. And sometimes it doesn't really matter what you post. It matters like how you post it, when you post it. That matters more than what you post. Sometimes. Vikings, what's up? So an impression is kind of just like when someone looks at the video but doesn't watch the video. So if you have 50,000 impressions, that may mean the video may do well in the future. Bye, Macy. Peace. Gotcha. Jiru, any suggestions on posting long form videos? I really want to post at least one long form video this month. That's one thing about YouTube I really don't understand how to post long form videos. Even my long form video feed is still like short related content. So the only long form video content I could think of is possibly like food, but I don't know. All right, Viking. Peace. I'll definitely be hanging out for probably another hour, as long as the live stream doesn't crash. That's a great idea, Jiru, but I don't have any sort of like editing software. So I do think the thumbnails with the basketball helps because it is somewhat engaging. Like, you know, if I dunk the basketball and the thumbnail is you like flying through the air. That did pretty well for me about a year or two ago. So I have thought about that, Ace. So what is the one chip challenge? Are you not supposed to have a drink for 5 minutes after you eat it? Nice, Jiru. Thank you for the recommendations. I've never heard of that. Clip Champ? DaVinci Resolve? Sounds legit. So is that what it is, Ace? You eat the chip and then you don't drink anything for 5 minutes? I definitely would have to have a glass of milk ready. I do like spicy foods, but I don't know about a one chip challenge. So can you use ClipCut on mobile, or does it have to be on a computer? Nice. When I first started this channel, I recorded everything with an iPhone 8. So it was kind of just what I would do is I would record a video and then I would zoom in the video and I would screen record it. And then I would just cut parts of the video up, and that was my editing. So editing my videos would be me just like recording the screen recording. That was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I got an iPhone 8 basically like the year it came out. And then I didn't get a new phone for like a bunch of years. So now I have an iPhone 16. I really don't want to do math. Sounds good. So Ace, I got spicy chips, but I don't have the one chip challenge. So we'll give these a try. Pretty spicy. Macy, how's the goat? You're right, Wheels. But they do have ranch. So it's like buffalo and ranch. I do think the spicy nacho... I do think the spicy nacho is probably like one of the underrated spicy. Macy, that makes me not want to do the one chip challenge. State your name if you would like a shout out. Bubba? So it was basically like a dare. Yo, Vibes, what up? Just eating a bunch of different type of snacks. These are the Blazing Buffalo and Ranch Doritos. It's more spicy than I remembered because I've had these flavors before. But I don't know. It's not that spicy. They are good. My new favorite Doritos are the, what was it called? Zesty Jalapeno Popper. All good, Jensen. And thank you for the like. We are 4 likes away from 30. Yo, what's good? You got to give me a second. I'm trying to remember your name. But I definitely remember your handle. Is it Regan? No. Can you give me a hint? Because I definitely know it. Gavin. Nice. I definitely knew it. It's just hard for me to remember names. But I definitely remember handles. And I definitely remember you hanging out. So, yes, Gavin. I don't know, Jensen. You must be the top supporter. All good, Vipes. How you been? Good? Yes, Jensen. I really can't explain the top ranked fans, except you must be always supporting. And you must always be watching too, for a good amount of time. We are 3 likes away from 30. I am passing the pin around to anyone who would like to say something nice and short and appropriate. and then you will be awarded the pin. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to coin that phrase. Well, thank you, Gavin. I have been called inspirational before. I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if it would work on a t-shirt though, because on a t-shirt it's like out of context. So no one would understand what it meant probably, which also could be a good thing when someone doesn't understand. Well, thank you, Macy. If you can write something just a little shorter, you will be awarded the pin. Well, thank you, Amelia. That really means a lot to me. I've been saying it since the beginning. As the channel grows, we will attract a lot of haters. So we just got to be prepared. The thing is, Jensen, if you take the most famous people in the world, just think of someone extremely famous and extremely successful. They have haters. The bias or the basis to hate on me would be success. If I'm really successful, people get jealous and they hate on you. So, yes, think of a great singer, a great actor, a great anything. They always receive some sort of hate. Yep. The world's greatest athletes kind of get hated on. There was this line that says, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Absolutely. Jealousy. Jealousy is the one thing that I try to never feel. I really don't want to be jealous of anyone. Maybe like envious, but not jealous. It's a little different. So when you're envious, you're kind of like, I guess you're trying to strive to be better. But when you're jealous, you're trying to bring down the person that you're jealous of. So being envious of somebody could be a good thing. Being jealous of someone could be a bad thing. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. That's kind of just the way I look at something or someone. Thank you, Gavin. Absolutely. And it's good to show emotion. I don't show enough emotion, that's for sure. I do have a job. I work for my town, so I do like town work. So without getting into too much detail, I kind of just do like deliveries and manual labor, things along those lines. So in all honesty, I could not have made the NBA. But I also right now I have way more self-confidence in myself. But when I was graduating high school, I had very low self-confidence. Nice, Amelia. Yo, Minty, what's up? Well, Vipes, I'm here to help. We should help build your self-confidence. Minty, what time is it for you? For me, it is 9:41 p.m. Yeah, it is the chair. It's another chair. See? Isaiah, what's up? Thank you for your nice comment. So you know what I should start doing is taking people's comments and reposting them on videos. I used to do that, but I stopped. I should. So if you can comment on one of my videos, I can take that comment and post it on another video. And the comment will be like on the video. You're right, Jiru. So I did make one appreciation post about a month ago, but I need to make another one. But I always find it kind of strange tagging people. So I'd like to ask permission though. Would you like your name tagged? So I can take screenshots that will help me remember your handle. Yo, Vipes. Peace. Well, nice. So let me just take a quick screenshot. Well, maybe not. Maybe not so quick. Sure, Jensen. Isaiah. Sorry. So yes, if anyone... you are funny, Ace. So yes, if everyone is okay with me tagging you in an appreciation post, maybe I'll do that as soon as tomorrow. Peace, Macy. So I don't know what that is, Isaiah. Oh, Connect 4? We won't be playing that tonight. Nice. I do like putting milk in my tea. Russian roulette sounds dangerous. If we play Russian roulette, this may be the last live stream. Elias, thank you so much. So explain the rules. Sure, Gavin. I just took a screenshot, so I'll definitely remember your handle. @CoolSwag. I'm just screenshotting so I can remember people's handles, and I'll write an appreciation post as soon as tomorrow. Len, would you like to be in an appreciation post? Oli? So Ace, that's not a terrible idea. Sure, Macy. I'm just going to take another screenshot. Just so I remember most people's handles. We will not play Russian roulette. You just don't want that image of having a gun, held up to yourself. Yum, yum, yum. Yo, is it Ethan? What's up? How you doing? I am. It's very spicy. Got you, Jiru. Thanks for the update. I may have to go to... I don't know how long I'm going to hang out. I might just stay up until the Knicks game is over. So it's towards the end of the bag. But here's a chip. Yes, I'm watching the New York Knicks play the Toronto Raptors. The score is currently... Let me wait. The score is currently 69-52. So the bags are decently full, but the chips are like all crushed. They're spicy because they are blazing buffalo and ranch. Yo, Riley. What's up? Well, thank you. I do need some water. But what I have is some extra sour Powerade. Cherry Kicker. Lotion? What is that? Yeah. We were playing Connect 4 yesterday. Basically just chatting now. I'm watching the basketball game. And thank you for the like. We have 30 likes. Ethan, no snow in New York yet. So yes, Riley, if you would like to do some sort of Q&A or whatever, you definitely do need to play Connect 4. I'm not sure when I'm going to play it next. Maybe on Saturday? So yeah, no snow, no snow where I am. Not even a little bit. We can do a Q&A, as long as the questions are appropriate. A cheers? Cheers to the chat. And if you're in the chat, you're part of the crew. So cheers. Two feet of snow? Wow. Yeah, have you ever had tart cherry juice? That's kind of what it tastes like, tart cherry juice, which can be found at the GNC or the vitamin shop. I ask the questions. The thing is, I rarely ask any questions because I really do not like to be nosy. So I'll never ask. These are questions that I may never ask. Are you a boy? Are you a girl? How old are you? Where are you from? Things like that I will never ask. It's really not any of my business. I live in the state of New York in the United States. Yo, Rexy, what's up? How are you? My house? I guess the closest location I could give you is, I guess, on Long Island. That's probably the closest I'll give you. I'm doing very well, Rexy. Thank you. How are you doing? Yes, Jensen, Winnipeg, right? Shout out Winnipeg. Well, my name is not Jay. So if you call me Jay, I may not understand who you're referring to. So I almost lived in Virginia when I was about 7 years old. My father worked there, and I used to spend some time over there. Virginia was great. I loved it. So I would love to do one day, like, I don't want to call it like a meet and greet, but if I could ever hold some sort of like event, that'd be, you know, that's something I'm thinking about. Some sort of like event. Like maybe I could show up to a GDQ, games done quickly event or something. I know, Giro. I definitely do need a lot of fans, but I don't really see it as fans. I see it as like supporters. Yo, Braxton, what's up? I mean, you can try. I know, Jensen. It probably wouldn't work out. I would have to do like a world tour. So I have been thinking about a list. They said what was like Denmark, Ireland, England, India, Philippines, Canada, Paris. So that is one I have not thought of yet. Braxton, I remember you suggested cooking some sort of meal, right? I bought the Alfredo sauce. I just never used it. I've been to Canada. I have relatives in Toronto and an uncle and cousins in Winnipeg. All right. Well, I definitely will add Paris. The thing is, I don't know when I'll actually be able to do any of this, but it's really up to kind of everyone here. It's really all about growing the channel. So the more we grow the channel, the more ability I'll have. Yo, Jiru, thank you so much for hanging out. Get some great rest. Peace. So if I am lagging, that may be a sign that I may crash. No, crash as in the live stream. But since I do try to live stream every single day, I'm trying to come up with ideas. So I was thinking maybe trick shots. Some sort of like, ping pong trick shots. I do. I at least try to. So I think I've live streamed for about 50 straight days so far. Braxton, so I did make the shrimp, but I didn't make the Alfredo sauce with linguine. So what I did was I just made the shrimp with like fresh garlic and with mushrooms. So yeah, there might be a time where I do get a little desperate and I'll do like a sleeping live stream. So like I'll just be here just sleeping. My hat will be like this probably. So yes, I do still have one of the Beyond Burgers. Riley, I play like retro video games, so I do that as a hobby as well. And I do like board games like chess and checkers. And I know it falls underneath the category of basketball, but I lift weights like in the gym, so that's definitely like my number one hobby, lifting weights in the gym. Braxton, why are you sad? Elias, peace. Uh, I would say it's a hobby if you do it often. What about you, Riley? What are some of your hobbies? 75-pound dumbbells? That's pretty good. For how many reps? Hobbies are pretty wild. We'll leave it up to the imagination. Wow, that's really good. So you may actually be stronger than me. I have done 75-pound dumbbells, but never for 10 reps. Uh, so I do paint actually. I used to paint like office buildings and houses, but I never like actually painted as like an artistic hobby. Yeah. Tell you the truth, I'm not very confident in things, but I'm very confident in myself painting. Hi, Jensen. Peace. So I haven't fully been clean shaved in about 1 year and 3 months. I'm not gonna lie though, I definitely look better probably without the beard, but it's not really about looking better. It's more just about, I don't know, it's like a lifestyle, if that makes any sense. So the most weight I've ever done on dumbbell flat bench, I believe were 105s for about 5 reps. Braxton, I'm not really sure tomorrow. Yo, Titanic, what up? So tomorrow I may have to live stream a little later, maybe around 9 o'clock. The iconic piece. Peace. Viking, what's up? Uh, so that's a good point, Riley. If I did shave all my beard off, I probably would look 10 years younger. Yep, I'm watching it right now. I didn't realize the Knicks were up by so much. They're up by 21. I know. So maybe I'll save that. I do have the hair growing pretty long too, see? So I did have this weird video where I said if I got 1,000 likes, I would braid my hair. Nice, Viking. I've never played Clash Royale. Yeah, I don't think I would braid it. No, the video got like 2 likes. I said if it got 1,000 likes, which I've never had a video get 1,000 likes before. I think the most I've ever gotten was 600. Yes, I've been getting John Wick and I don't know, not too many others. Got like Clayton Kershaw. It is a great number. So I've gotten 600 on one video, but it's a short, and the short was like 4 seconds. So I think I've gotten 600 and then a bunch of like 400s. And then usually on live stream, I usually get right around like between 10 and 30. Hi, Viking. Sounds good, man. Good luck. So yeah, the hair does look kind of terrible. But if I could get it going. See how long it is? Well, thank you. Yes, the hair is absolutely natural. But I don't really have any curls. I do not have a dog. I've actually never had a pet. So yes, I will be making. I do have this weird idea where I may grow the beard longer and the hair longer, and then at 100K subs, I'll shave it all off. Yeah, sorry, Riley. So I was gonna ask. I'm gonna make an appreciation post. So would you like to be tagged in the appreciation post? All right. So yeah, I'm gonna screenshot just one more time. Well, maybe two more times. So yes, I may make the post as soon as tomorrow. So Ball family, would you like to be tagged as well? I do like asking permission because it is strange when I tag people. Nice. Yo, Christian, what's up? Sure, Viking. I just got to make sure I write. So the thing is, it may not tag you, but I'll try my best. It should 99% tag you, but sometimes it doesn't. Thanks, Riley. One day. I've been saying this since the beginning. There will be a day where we have all the likes, all the viewers, all the subs in the whole world. It's just a matter of time. Time, this is basically I may actually put this on a t-shirt. Time is part of the equation. So I've been on YouTube for about 4 years. but I've only been live streaming for like 1 month. Nice, Riley. So I've been getting fantastic feedback on the live streams. So that's what really keeps me continuing. You are. If you guys are in the chat, you're part of the crew. And if you're commenting right now on this live stream, you're very, 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 very early. You are some of the earliest viewers, earliest comments that I'm ever going to have. So I am pretty decent at posting shorts, but I haven't figured out how to post videos yet. Like, I really don't know what I can do for like 10 or 20 minutes, but I know what I could do for like a few seconds, and that's shoot hoops. So I never really thought I'd be like good at live streaming, but live streaming just seems to be, you showing people yourself. That is a good idea. So I would have to gather some sort of like list of questions. But the questions would have to be like, what do they say? Like spicy? I would have to come up with some spicy questions. Or nobody would watch. So yes, if you have been subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the channel. So feel free to write any sort of question you would like. And you can post a photo or anything really on the channel in the community. Yo, Gavin, peace. So yes, Riley, if you are subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the community. And then when you post on the community, your name will be saved to the top. Like, not your name, your icon, profile picture. Nice. Tucker, what's up? If you can afford it, why are you insane? You guys really are. Uh, hmm. So I don't hate techs, But I guess I would rather talk on the phone than text on the phone. So I guess I prefer calls over text. So I am of the age where I remember payphones on the side of the road. So like my family would be driving somewhere and we would pull over the car and go to a payphone to make a phone call. Some crazy times. Yo, Star Clips, what's up? State your name if you would like a shout out. So yes, I'm very happy that I know a world without the internet. So it kind of really it gives me a great perspective of the world. Yes. So I know a world without cell phones, without computers, and I'm really glad I know that world. I know. There's really nothing we can do in this world without Wi-Fi, and I love answering them. So I have an Apple iPhone 16. I've never owned an Android, but I'm not against it. I just never have had one. To tell you the truth, it took me a really long time to get a smartphone. I used to have like a flip phone for like a really long time. All good, Star Clips. Thank you so much for hanging out. Peace. flip phones, flip phones are definitely durable. You didn't need a case for them. So we're gonna save the twin snakes for another day, but I will have to eat the Butterfinger. Riley, I do. I have a job for my town where I kind of do manual labor, like deliveries and things like that, without getting into too much detail. Macy, what's up? I kind of do. I've been very exhausted lately, but I don't know. It's all for a good cause. It's hard to be productive and not tired. They're just a little spicy. No, I like spicy foods, but it doesn't mean I'm immune to it. And this is extra sour Powerade. Those are not the Doritos I was speaking of. So I just had these Doritos. Was it Sunday? Yeah, on Sunday I had a bag of Doritos called Zesty Jalapeno Popper, and I think those were the best Doritos I ever had. All right, so Butterfinger. So the whole thing about Butterfinger is you don't want to have a crushed Butterfinger. So let's see, is it crushed? Little Lavish, what's up? It is not crushed. Macy, happy birthday. HBD. Oh, wait. It is crushed. That's okay. Can you guess who said this famous line? Don't lay a finger on my butterfinger. Hi, Macy. Have a great night. Peace, Viking. Bart Simpson, yes. Great guess. I have had a Crunch Bar. I don't think I've had a Crunch Bar in like many years. Brody, what's up? So maybe I will get a Crunch Bar for tomorrow. The game's great. The Knicks are winning. So that's the team I want to win. They're winning 91-73 in the third quarter with 1 minute and 9 seconds left. Oh, gotcha. So yes, Crunch Bar is definitely in America or United States. I have had ketchup chips, but for some reason, ketchup chips in Canada are way better than the ketchup chips in America. But the chips that came from Canada to America is the all dressed, the Ruffles all dressed chips. And Canadians tend to speak French, but that's more in Montreal. So I don't speak Italian, but I do understand it. For some reason, I never was able to really speak it. I guess I don't know it well enough. So yes, I'll have to work on the appreciation post, and I'll probably post it as early as tomorrow. Stuart, thank you. What's happening? We are 5 likes away from 40. Our personal best on live stream, I believe, was 200. Oh, like I used to do these, well, used to. You do the Italian. Che cose fa? The basketball's great. I play basketball now roughly once a week, sometimes 3. And I'm watching basketball right now, and it's going great. The thing is, New York probably has the best food in the world because we have so many different cultures. Yeah, basketball is definitely tough on I think like knees, shoulders, heads, and toes. A lot of like foot pain. Yes, New York must have the best bagels in the world. And best pizza in the world, maybe. And probably best, like, just overall, like, takeout spots. Well, nice. I've never been to California, but I do live in New York. So they say the New York water, when you cook with the New York water, it just makes food better, especially bagels and pizza. The game is about to start the 4th quarter with the Knicks in lead by 15 points. So I do not bake. I actually do not know how to bake. I do consider myself a great cook, but I've said this before. Cooking is easy, or at least it's easy for me, and baking is extremely difficult. At least it's extremely difficult for me. Do you bake? I could definitely use some pointers. Gotcha. So yeah, cooking is a lot of fun. I learned how to cook from like gym influencers. So I don't have Spotify. I have YouTube Music, which I do think YouTube Music is better than Spotify. So without giving too much information out, I'm near Long Island. So I don't listen to music as much as I used to. I don't know. Sometimes it's like so much is going on at once that like I want to turn things off sometimes. So sometimes I'll drive in silence or I'll do things in complete silence so my brain could like rest. So I don't think I looked at my recap, but I was listening to so much Kid Cudi that they awarded me like a badge. So YouTube gives out badges, and I don't know what to do with the badges. Like I have like backstage like pass badges. I don't know, like for events and stuff. New York definitely has great rappers, but you have rappers from the West, from the South, from kind of like Florida, Texas, California, New York. I will, Riley. So I haven't weighed myself in a while. I'm always trying to gain weight because I've always been skinny my whole life. So I'm probably right around like 210 pounds. The most I've ever weighed in my entire life was probably 220, but I usually stay right around like 200. I know that's the thing. I can gain weight if I eat junk food, so sometimes I eat a lot of junk food just to gain weight. So then when I go to the gym, I could lift heavier weight. So I don't know, going to the gym is kind of strange. You think of it as healthy, but you have these personal goals that you set, and it's hard to meet the personal goals by eating healthy. You almost have to eat like I used to call like a dirty bulk. So everyone kind of knows what a bulk is when you increase the calories that you would eat on a normal basis. But I would do a dirty bulk where you would eat absolutely anything just to gain calories. So yes, carbs are good because carbs will like give you energy. The trendy thing is like healthy fats. So a lot of people have like cookie butter, like Nutella, peanut butter. So I don't think I've ever heard of West Side Gun. I will have to look them up. So yeah, if you have Spotify, you really can't play music off like mixtapes, but on YouTube Music you can. So I find it a little better. Uh, so sometimes I'll use the weights as cardio. So you'll actually burn more fat lifting weights than you will cardio, but the cardio will help you lift weights, so it kind of just it goes hand in hand. Nice. And weights are just really fun for me, so I haven't lifted in about 5 weeks because I may have broken my finger. I was playing basketball and it jammed really bad. So if you could tell, it's still swollen. So I really can't grip any weights right now. Yeah, it's a little painful, but it's been a few weeks. So when it first happened, it was like this was like up to here. It was really bad. I think you're right. I definitely the metabolism probably will slow down a little bit. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. That's why I think it's broken because it's been like 5 weeks and it's still swollen. I did not get it checked out because I don't know. I'm very stubborn. I don't like to go to doctors, so I rather just deal with the pain and let it heal, even if it takes like a year. I did go to the doctor, but I didn't get the surgery. I don't want to show it on camera right now, but like right here, I tore my lower half of my bicep. So this was like attached and then it came unattached. So I'm missing about 15% of my right bicep. So that really set me back in the gym. I couldn't lift for 1 year. Yeah, I was trying to lift. I used to do a lot of fasting. So what I would do is I would wake up in the morning and I would have lots of black coffee and lots of water from like 6 a.m. all the way to like 6 p.m. And then I would eat, and then I would kind of repeat the process. Yeah, I used to do a lot of intermittent fasting, but I stopped. So I love to fast. I was doing OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So for a little while, I was only eating 1 meal a day because I was competing for a half marathon. So in April of 2019, I ran a half marathon, which is probably maybe the second greatest accomplishment of my life. So I always say like the three greatest accomplishments, besides like actual real life, things that matter. Uh, the three things are probably beating Super Mario Brothers, the first one. As silly as that sounds, it's a very proud moment for me. So beating Super Mario Brothers, the first one, running a half marathon, and I once deadlifted 275 pounds for 18 reps. So I'm very proud of those three things. Absolutely. So I can't do that right now. To tell you the truth, I probably could only deadlift like three. Like this very moment, I could probably only deadlift like three, like 15, 325. And then with some training, probably like 365. The most I ever did was 405. But that's like on a very, very, very good day. I am done eating. It is 10:54 p.m. for me. So I'll probably end the live stream in like 10 minutes. Does that sound good? Absolutely, Riley. I could not have said it any better myself. So it looks like the Knicks are definitely going to win. Ball family, peace. I think tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll definitely live stream, but it may have to be like after dinner time. You're right, Riley. I appreciate your concern. The thing is, I feel like it's already past me getting it checked out. It's already healing on its own. So I'm not sure what a doctor can do for me. They can give me some like peace of mind and insurance to like that everything is okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm just very stubborn when it comes to those things. Every time I've ever gone to the doctor, it's almost as if I never should have went to the doctor. It's like it's not that I've ever had a bad experience. It's more of just like if I went to the doctor or I didn't go to the doctor, everything would be the same anyway. I don't know. I'm not against doctors at all. That's not what I mean. I just am very hesitant to go. I get very paranoid about bad news. So if a doctor would tell me bad news, like I don't know how I would take it. Yo, Fire Clubs, what's up? The game's going great. The Knicks are up 104 to 89 with 5 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Now the Knicks are winning 106-89 with 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Live streaming to me has become like, I guess, second nature, maybe? I don't know the right word. Like, I'm starting to feel very comfortable when it comes to live streaming. Like, I feel like it's a safe space, you know? Yeah, I do worry though that like me watching the game while live streaming is like maybe considered lazy. I don't know. I wish there was more I can like actually do that's entertaining. I do not have a garden, and Stuart, no. All right, so yes, most live streams I do will probably just kind of be like this. I'm not really sure why, but when I do like something that I think is going to be good, it's like not entertaining. And then when I'm just sitting here talking, hanging out, it seems like more people are engaged. And I will start doing more collabs. So if you're looking to collab, we can make it happen. But I don't know. It's really up to you. The thing is, you should always hide your personality. I mean, not your personality. Hide your privacy by probably like, you know, not showing your face or whatever. Yes, you need 50 subs to live stream. I think that's the requirement. Uh, I guess I do worry a little bit about that, but I really can't though. Because if I worry about it, that means I'm not doing a good enough job, I guess. So, Little Lavish, if you had 50 subs, you would live stream? And what content would you live stream? I'm glad you feel like that, Len. So, yeah, I mean, me looking and talking to the chat uh, is probably my biggest strength. So if people enjoy it, then to me it's kind of like just natural. Riley, have a great night. Thank you so much for the questions and so much for hanging out. Riley Lilly, shout out. Peace. I will end the live stream in exactly 6 minutes. Sounds good? By then, the game will be over, and we'll get our rest, and hopefully be hanging out tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Len, we're living on different time zones, so I'm not sure what time it is for you. So a little lavish. I'm gonna make an appreciation post. Maybe tomorrow. Would you like your name tagged in the appreciation post? I am asking permission because it is always a little strange when I tag people, I feel like. All right, so I'm going to take a quick screenshot, and they'll help me remember your tag exactly, like your handle. Definitely, Ace. I'm going to make like a legit list, and then I'm going to be able to post it. I don't want to leave anyone out. But if you do see the post and your name isn't in blue, that means YouTube didn't allow me to tag you, or somehow your name didn't come up. Yo, congrats on 30 subs. I will check them out. West Side Gun from Buffalo. All right. I know. It looks like the Knicks are going to win. And they'll play Orlando in the next round. So the Knicks will have to go to the Knicks will go to Las Vegas, I believe, to play in the Final Four. Bye, Ace. Peace. I'm going to end the live stream in 3 minutes. I do appreciate it, Zayden, but I'm ending it when the game ends. Plus, it's just time for me to get my rest. I try to wake up every morning kind of like between 5 and 6 ish. I am tired. I'm always tired. Uh, so lately I've been waking up around 6:30, but it doesn't seem early enough. So I probably have to start waking up at 6. Is the wedding tomorrow or Friday? Well, nice. We'll have a great time. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great memories. Okay, I'm going to end the live stream now, all right? So, as always, thank you so much for hanging out. And that's really all I got to say. So, peace.